Biafra Finland. Mami jana pama garelo.
Biafra.
Anya Awa, my people. You don't say, Anya Awa, my people. Alukweye. All you Biafrans and all the great friends of Biafra gathered today, you need to get the question. You are welcome. Kaboom, airborne.
Our Father who art in heaven, nanyị nke bi n'eluigwe, ka aha gị dị nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you, to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come. that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time.
Yeah.
All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi Rone Bigebi. He said, my name is Namdekano. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet, I tell you.
Well, Biafra gadi o. Biafra gadi. Biafra gadi o. Biafra gadi. Biafra gadi o. Biafra gadi o. Biafra gadi o. Biafra gadi o. Biafra gadi. Biafra gadi o. Biafra gadi. Biafra gadi. Biafra gadi. Biafra gadi. Biafra gadi. Simon Emma. Biafra gadi. Omi Polive. Biafra gadi. Alibu Igbo. Biafra gadi. Otemo. Àwọn Biafra gadi. Àwọn Biafra.
I want you to understand that forget whatever that is going on social media. Forget whatever that the Nigeria terrorist states are saying on social media and behaving on their National Assembly. They know that the game is over. I am telling you the fact. The northern Nigeria know that the game is over. I know what is going on within them. The presidency of Nigeria know that the game is over. The Senate President Akpabio knows that the game is over. The only people that do not know, or maybe they are just skeptical, are the gullible one Nigerians who are believing in the Nigerian terrorist army that they have the capability to eliminate Biafrans, don't knowing that I actually lost the war already before even the war started.
Today.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program. I welcome you wherever you are connecting from. I thank you for being part of this program. If you are watching us from TikTok, I welcome you. If you are watching from Facebook, I welcome you. And those who are with me here on the Biafra channel on YouTube, where I'm hosting the program, I appreciate every one of you and I welcome you. For those who are joining us for the very first time and those who are going to come across our video for the very first time, I want you to always know that this platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is standing under the United States of Biafra. A platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come here to attack any person or individual. We do not come here to attack any race or religion. We don't come here for any propaganda or blackmail of anybody. What we do in this platform is to bring the plight of Biafrans before the whole world, to show the world the light of the United States of Biafra, to expose the attack against the Biafrans, the lies against the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, the lies against our Supreme Command Nnamdi Kanu, and the lies against us as Biafrans. That is what we'll fight against on this platform. Every morning when we come here, it is always an interactive section. That is why I always post a link that you can join. All you need to do is to click that link and join me. And the only qualification you need to join me is to be a human being. It doesn't matter your ideology. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter whatever you have in you. If you have the courage to come on, just make sure you have credible evidence and points on what you want to speak about. Then you come on and speak to us. Another thing that we ask of you is that when you are coming on stage, it is not mandatory that you must show your picture or your video. But when you are showing your video, please make sure you appear in a decent manner. We cannot admit you in the platform naked. Once again, when you are speaking to us on this platform, make sure you speak in a very civil manner. It doesn't matter how angry you are. It doesn't matter how your opinion might be. It doesn't matter how agitated you are. It doesn't matter what you are thinking in your head or your own ideology. Make sure you present your case in a very civil manner. If you do, we'll give you all the time to express yourself and then we'll respond. My fellow Biafrans, I welcome you to the United States of Biafra. We are still in the mood of celebration of our independence. The United States of Biafra, a new country, the newest and the youngest country in the world. And we are celebrating, still in the mood of celebration. And we will continue to celebrate. I appreciate everyone who has made it this far. It is not easy. If you have made it this far, thank your star. But I bet you the task has just begun. It is not going to be an easy ride. It's not going to be a soft move. There are going to be obstacles. There are going to be hindrances. There are going to be attacks. You must tighten up your belt and prepare. They are going to come after us with all manner of propaganda. You are going to see propaganda inside and outside. It is going to be massive. Prepare yourself for what is coming. If you have not learned a lesson from what happened to our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you will never learn. You will never learn. But I believe that most of us Biafrans have learned a lot from what happened to our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It taught us a great lesson. And we have learned, and so many of us have learned well. I am saying this because of what is going to be happening in the days to come. There is going to be different kinds of informations, different kinds of news, different kinds of directions. But I urge you as a Biafran to remain consistent in the pursuit of your freedom. Always look at your conscience before you say a word or before you dance to anything. Look through your conscience. It doesn't matter who is speaking to you, including myself that I'm speaking here. Whatever you hear from me, try to subject it to your conscience. For those of us who are Christian, the Bible said we should test every spirit. I say every spirit, test every spirit. That is what you have to prepare yourself for. You must be able to test every single information that is coming to your way this time. It doesn't matter where it is coming from. Test it and judge with your own conscience. Don't say you were deceived or you were distracted. We have learned, and we learned in a very hard way. And if you allow yourself today to fall prey to any propaganda or blackmail, it is up to you, and you'll be held responsible for your action. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, is going to join us in a short while. And before then, you must remain consistent. I bet you he's watching. You must remain consistent. I know that many are going to fall out. Just like in the past, many will fall away. But if you stand until the end, you are going to receive the crown. I warn again, be very careful the information that are going to come your way. It is going to be massive. It is going to come from different directions and different corners. And I bet you, if you remain consistent and focused, put your mind on the information you have had in the past, from our Supreme Master and from our Prime Minister Master Samaneka. Those informations are key for you to succeed in this time that we're in. Test every spirit. Test every word that you hear. Apply your conscience. This is the time to apply common sense, even though the common sense is not common. But those who have it, apply it. This is the time. Don't say you are not warned. Don't say you are not told. Don't say you are taken by surprise. You're welcome, my brother Onyemowa. Go ahead and speak to us before we go deep into the program. Today we are speaking about the aftermath of the Biafra Republic Convention / Declaration of Biafra. Big questions. Have your say. It's a day for us to discuss about the just ended convention. What are your opinions? What did you see? How do you feel? The Redeclaration of Biafra, the convention. What are your feelings? What are your expectations? This is what we are going to discuss about today. And everyone in this platform has the right to come on, air your opinion, make your own speech, give your own contribution the best way you know you can. If there are ones we can respond, we will respond to it. And anybody can respond because there are people watching us from the cabinet members are watching. I can bet you that our Prime Minister is observing, and so many other people who are putting their eyes on this very platform. So go ahead and speak to us, my brother Onyemowa.
My brother,
Yes.
Money.
Morning, my brother.
Long time.
Same to you, my brother.
I thank you for the good work that you are doing.
You're welcome.
All hail the United States of Biafra.
All hail United States of Biafra.
Chukwu Okike Abiama has done everything for us.
Yes.
Our Prime Minister take the enemy unaware.
Absolutely.
It is finished.
It is.
And it is a done deal. Our spring leader Mazen Nandekan will be so happy and great. He said, when he went to, is it not Jerusalem,
Yes.
or Israel, he asked Chukwu Okike Abiama, all this Achikote Ekwono, he has looked back and front, left and right. He hasn't seen anybody. And the Chukwu Okike Abiama told him, when the time comes, I will send you people that will restore Biafra.
Yes.
His word, all of his word have come to fulfillment. And those people that you see in Finland, and some of them did not go to Finland, are those people, Chukwu Okike Abiama, and including you. Because since I have been watching you, you never deviated. You never go back. It's just one of you people that deviated then. I just deleted his YouTube recently. It's not last 3 months or so. Because I was surprised. Say some people no get thinking faculty. I mean, they know they see. Our spring leader said, again, when the women confront, Biafra is here.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't some people? Can they buy a reason at all?
I don't understand.
Some people want call uche. Sometimes in did you have a call in what conscience? If this thing the ocha pure white in any and odd ocha. Somebody are now confused. You say grown up somebody now here doji. Are you a human being at all? But thank God, our constitution has said it all. All sabos must be dead. Onyo sabo, because this struggle has been linger for long, and this struggle have chopped a lot of head.
Yes.
Thank God for this constitution. Any sabo neka continue na the sabo na egusi ndị n'aka ha dị ọcha na egusi our people. The children are starved to death. You can't, when you see this preaching, and you said you are fighting for freedom. Our spring leader said, anything you can do for Biafra to come, to see that Nigeria doesn't exist, do it. And you see somebody that is doing that thing exactly. You know where tackle from left and right. From thank God we are in social media, and thank God for X.
Yes.
We are here to tackle thank you, my brother. Keep on the good work.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that amazing speech. I appreciate you. And when I hear from people like this, it gives me more courage to stand, because I know we are many. We are many, very many. You know, sometimes when the cloud is so dark, when the cloud becomes so dark, you begin to think that it's only you. When the cloud becomes so thick, when you see the trials and temptation coming, and you begin to see even strong men falling, you begin to think you are the only one standing. But I bet you are not alone. You are not alone. That is why I'm encouraging every Biafrans, always apply your common sense. The battle has not finished. We are entering into a new battle. And as in one when it is getting tougher, that is when it is ending. And at this end time of it, it is going to be more tough. Propaganda is going to come in a way that you can never imagine. More things are going to happen. And I bet you must remain consistent. Don't allow anything to shake you. All the lies the zoo are telling right, left, and center, their lies cannot fly. The only problem I have personally today is my fellow Biafrans. I wish that Biafrans can put their head down and focus on the message coming from the United States of Biafra government. I wish you can pay attention, focus your attention on the United States of Biafra. It doesn't matter who is on top. It doesn't matter who is talking. Focus your attention on the United States of Biafra, which is where our collective interest lies. It is not about an individual. It is not about a person. It is not about anybody. It is about our collective interest. Each time you begin to make it as a case of an individual, you make a mistake. Each time you begin to individualize this very restoration of Biafra or this United States of Biafra, you are making a great mistake. It is about the United States of Biafra, which comprises of different tongues, different people, different ideologies. You must learn to begin to embrace each other, and the time is now. If we don't, it is going to be massive. That is why we must begin to prepare ourselves for the next phase of the war. It is going to happen. A lot of people have fallen out. More people are going to fall out. I know that our Prime Minister Martin Samareba is going to join us sooner or later. Sooner, very, very soon that we expect. But within that time, so many people are still going to fall out. But I urge every Biafran, apply your common sense in every single information that you hear. It doesn't matter where it is coming from, including from me. Apply your common sense. It will help you to go far. I have been in this struggle following Mazen Nandekano from 2015, say 2014. 2014 until 2015 when he was kidnapped, when he was arrested in Nigeria, when he traveled to Nigeria, and he was arrested in the Montana International Airport. After then, that was when I began to broadcast. I started following him from 2014, but my broadcast started after his kidnap, after his arrest. After his arrest, I started broadcasting. I didn't start broadcasting yesterday or during the era of Mazi Samaneba. No. If you want to see some of my old video, go to King David Exploit Expose page. King David Exploit Expose page. That is where you see some of my video. My YouTube video then was just David Haddad. There's no channel. That YouTube was taken down. YouTube that has great number of subscribers. My biggest YouTube ever. The very first YouTube I have. That was the YouTube I was using to broadcast for Biafra then. And they took it down. YouTube took it down completely. I lost that very channel completely. Since this very struggle, I have lost more than 3 channels that grow. They grow. This one is a very small channel. How many subscribers? This one has less than 20,000 subscribers. I'm talking of channel that has more than 50,000. I have lost many channels because of this very struggle. And I don't really care. And I have never switched left or right because I am pursuing my own freedom. Our collective interest, it is about every single one of us, how we can be free. It is not about an individual. As long as you are genuine and sincere and you are speaking on that very mandate, which affects every one of us, the collective interest of Biafrans, I will be with you. It is about Biafra. It is not about an individual. You must be very careful going forward what you are going to hear or what you are going to see. The propaganda will increase. The attack will increase. The enemy will try to penetrate from all angles. But I bet you we are prepared. And I want you to get prepared. Prepare your mind. Prepare your heart. We have gone too far to look back. Today we are supposed to be celebrating. It is not easy. For us to get this far, it is not easy. And I celebrate every Biafran. The zoo with their propaganda is not my problem. The propaganda of the zoo is failing every blessed day. And we debunk it with videos. They presume to push propaganda that our prime minister have been in prison. Our prime minister is not in prison. Take it to the bank. The prime minister of Biafra, is not in prison. We know that our prime minister has restriction. He is restricted. The right word is restricted. He's restricted. And there are some limits to what he can do. One of the restrictions is communication. He's restricted from communication. And because they claim that he is inciting you and I. They claim that he's using social media to incite you and I. That is why they took him away from us so that he will not be inciting us. And now they are watching to see if he is the one inciting us or not. That is why he's being restricted. He is not in prison. Questions have been asked to him about the accusations coming from Nigeria. That he is the one instigating people, instigating violence. They accuse him of terrorism, but the case of terrorism have been thrown to the trash. The case of terrorism have been trashed. Finland government themselves know very well that Mazi Samadeba is a genuine, sincere citizen, the ambassador of peace. He is not answering any question that has to do with terrorism. They are questioning him about incitement. They say he's inciting people. He's inciting violence in Biafra land. That is why they restrict him. The language is restricted. He's restricted from communicating with people, from being in a crowd. Restricted. That is the word. He is not in prison. They push their propaganda and they tell you that the prime minister of Biafra government said that they put him in prison, that he's going to be tried in 2025, next month, June or May. Lies from the pit of hell. I don't know where they're getting their information from. Members of the Biafran government, including the COS, was in Finland. They were all speaking. The Finland father of our prime minister came to the convention and he spoke and told us the true situation. That this information the Nigerian government is peddling, he has not seen it in any of their media. He has not had it anywhere in Finland. Only the Achikote Ikwanos, the Janjaweed, they use their AI to generate their own information. They use AI to create information for themselves and they begin to circulate it. The same way they begin to peddle lies and they say that the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Malaysia, has denied that he denied being the Prime Minister of Biafra. But every one of us saw that in the convention from the day one to the last day, he was addressed as the Prime Minister and Commander-in-Chief of the Biafra government. Even on the protest, we saw the protest that was held in Finland. Every one of us saw the protest. It was going viral everywhere. In that protest, our Prime Minister was also addressed. When we went openly to their government to protest, we told them this man is the Prime Minister of Biafra. But up to today, some idiot in the zoo are still peddling a lie that he denies. A lie for the people. And for those of you who did not watch or who did not see what transpired during the protest, I want to share a short clip from that very protest that the Biafran government held. A protest that was held by the Biafran people during this convention in solidarity for our Prime Minister, for them to remove those restrictions. They should remove those restrictions because he is not in any way inciting us. Every one of us is doing what we have chosen to do. Master Simon Ekpa is not doing it because he's not fighting for, he's not making you to do what you're doing. You are speaking. I am speaking today because I want freedom. It is not because Master Simon Ekpa said. As I said, I started broadcasting even before Master Simon Ekpa came on board. I started my broadcast from the time of Master Nandikano on my own without any connecting to anybody. That is how it is. On my own, I started broadcasting about my own freedom. So this is not about an individual. And that was the clear statement that was made during that very outside protest that was made in solidarity for our Prime Minister. For them to know that this incitement they are charging is inciting nobody. Even in his absence, Biafra been declared. In his absence, Biafrans, thousands fly to Finland. In his absence, protests are being held. In his absence, everything is continued. So how is it incited? In his absence, the sit at home became tougher. The sit at home became harder than ever. So how will anybody think that Master Simon Ekpa is incited? That should be stupidity. And let us see a few clips from that very protest.
Because I'm only 30 minutes.
Biafra, Biafra,
You see, millions of Biafrans flew in from all parts of the world. Look at the crowd. Are you telling me that these people are ignorant of what they're doing? Are you telling me that these people they don't have conscience of what they're doing? The people you are seeing here, you have doctors here, you have professors, you have engineers. In this very from all corners of life, from all parts of the world, you
Finland, don't get your image because of Nigeria. Nigeria don't want it.
In a snowing environment, with the whole snow that is dropping, Biafrans
Nigeria don't want it.
even in his absence, people fly in. And you think that these people do not know what they're doing? It is you who is believing that lie that doesn't know your left and right. Let's hear from the COS.
Stop! You say you're from where?
From the local newspaper, Redeclaration from the Wafti area.
Okay, welcome.
We didn't go to the conference, so how long did the conference last? All weekend?
The conference was 5 days, and we are rounding up already, okay?
Yes, so this is the end of the conference. How many people here today, do you know?
Apart from the people, we have so many Biafrans in Finland at this period. At this location, you can see the numbers, you can take the pictures.
Yes.
We don't really have the accurate figure,
Yes.
but some are already waiting at different locations.
Yeah.
And we came to Finland to declare our independence of the United States of Biafra, and also to support and let the Finland government know our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, whom they accuse of something, they're holding him for something, is our leader. And we are here doing exactly the same thing that Simon Ekpa is doing. We are not committing any crime.
Yes, yes. You are demonstrating. So when was this demonstration agreed or decided?
It was decided by Biafrans.
Yes,
and we are when? I mean, anytime we have been discussing that, but that is a part of what we Biafrans decided. So we decided we have to do it today. Yeah. We were granted permission to do that by the Finland police because they know we are doing the right thing, and that is why we are here.
Yes. Maybe, can we ask what is your name, please?
Okay, my name is Dr. Ngozi Orobweze.
Yeah, we need to speak.
Okay. My name is Dr. Ngozi Ngozi and the last name is Orabeze. And I am the Chief of Staff for the United States of Biafra.
The lioness has sung.
Oh yes.
Do you have any other question for me or for Biafra?
So what is the next step?
My fellow Biafrans, you have heard from the COS her speech during that very protest. The COS spoke, and you saw journalists. This is not the only journalist. There are about 3 other journalists that spoke to her. Most of you have seen it, but I just chose one for you to see. There are about 3 journalists from different news that came together, and they actually carried the news. The Finland news, the Finland network, they broadcasted about this convention in Finland. It was in their news, including this very protest is in their news. So there is nothing we are doing that is hidden or that is illegal or that is not acceptable. Every single thing that's been done today is according to international law. And I bet you our Prime Minister is going to join us very, very soon. And for those of you who don't know where we are today, we have left you behind. And in order to refresh your mind, I want you to pay attention for you to know where we are today.
On behalf of the Prime Minister, His Excellency, Ekpa Simon Njako Obatobie, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, Now therefore, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, His Excellency Ekpa Simon Njako, by virtue of the authority and pursuant of the issues and principles recited above, do hereby solemnly proclaim that the territory and region under the 40 confederating states of Biafra, together with her continental shelf and territorial waters, shall henceforth regain her independence and act as an independent sovereign state with the name and title of the United States of Biafra. So shall it be.
You have heard it, that is where we are. The United States of Biafra, that is where we are, comprising of the 40 states. It has been declared officially. And for you to know, Our Chief Justice was also there to make a declaration and for you to know that everything has been legalized. Just as our Prime Minister said that we are going to generate documents that is going to give legitimacy to the Biafran government and to our declaration. I want you to hear from the Chief Justice of Biafra.
We have heard of all the grievances that have been read here today. The untold hardship of our people that they have gone through, the lives that the lives that have been lost, the lives that we are still losing. As a member of Cabinet, I stand here to affirm, on the basis of the grievances and of the referendum, for our forefathers, for this generation, for the next generation to come, I affirm the Declaration and Restoration of the United States of Biafra.
Freedom is all we want, and freedom we get. Yeah. Many sacrifice, many pain and sorrow, but here we come.
My fellow Biafrans, you have seen it, and that is exactly where we are today. I want you to have it in your mind that this very Biafran restoration is a process and it is a race. The battle we are fighting is a race, and you take the torch and hand over to the next person available. There is no single person today that can say, without me, this cannot happen. It doesn't. No. That was why our Sula Mazen said, if you know the role you will play, if you know what you will do to make Biafra come, go ahead and do it. Mazen Nandekano did not limit the restoration of Biafra to himself. He didn't limit it to himself. That was why he, by himself, introduced the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekwadoba Tobia, and he told us to go and listen to him. Our Prime Minister laid the foundation also, built on that foundation. He built on that foundation and kept us. He told us that the declaration must happen, whether good or bad. And our Prime Minister fulfilled that very promise, carried us, laid all the structure, every single thing, everything you are seeing in Finland that is happening was put in place by the Prime Minister himself. And the Prime Minister himself appointed the COS, the Chief of Staff. He appointed the Chief of Staff. As if he knew what will happen. And in his absence, his Chief of Staff carried the mission which was put in place by the Prime Minister and make sure that that mission is accomplished. Today, we have fulfilled the mission which our Prime Minister had in mind. That target was gotten. And today, Biafra has been declared. We are now in the United States of Biafra. And we are now entering into another phase to defend Biafra itself. And we are going to handle that defense the way it's supposed to be. That is where every one of us have to begin to think today and begin to think the role you are going to play. Begin to think of the role you're going to play. Do not be distracted. Do not be deceived. A lot of propaganda is going to come. That is why I am taking time to tell you things that are going to come. This program is a very interactive one. If you have questions to ask, feel free to come in and ask your question. If you have any confusion, come and explain your confusion. We are going to address it. And I beg you, please, if you are in this platform watching, like this program and share it. This program, this is the first program after our convention. It is very important, and everybody is supposed to get information. Please, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Okeke, if you have not shared this very video, if you have not shared this broadcast, share this broadcast so that at least one person will get it from you. Make sure you get this broadcast to at least one person. At least one person. It is very important. The social media does not promote our content. The social media does not promote our content. It is you and I that will promote everything we put online for the people to see it. We are going to enter into the phase of defense. Propaganda is going to increase. Blackmail is going to increase. They are going to try everything inside and outside. You are going to see the fight of a dying horse. And you know how dangerous it can be. You know how it can be when a dying horse is fighting. When something or somebody is fighting for his life, you know how dangerous it can be. That is where we are in now. You must be very, very careful. You must be very careful. Be conscious of what you listen to. Be conscious of whom you listen to. Be conscious of the information you are digesting. Attack is going to come from inside, from outside, from the zoo, from the IPOB Nigeria. Propaganda is going to increase. You haven't seen nothing yet. And remember, even our Prime Minister warned us of this time. You must prepare your mind. But in the course of this, your conscience is going to lead you far. Your conscience is going to lead you very far. I want every one of you, make sure you rely on your conscience in every single thing you want to do. Rely on your conscience. Most importantly, you must pay attention to the media that is speaking on the United States of Biafra. It is only on those media that you can be able to get the true information. If you continue to lay your ears to the zoo media, you are going to be thrown overboard. That is absolutely, because you have seen from the moment our Prime Minister was away for some time, they have been pushed. Every single information that comes from them has all been lies. And they continue to propagate that lie. You will see people who claim to be educated coming on the national TV and be pushing lies. Lies that even a child can debunk. Lies that even a child. But because the ignorance of the people in the zoo is so much, that is why they take anything, any lie that their government tells them. They don't make verification. They don't investigate. They don't even give out time to look at things. Whatever the evil government tells them, they carry it out wrong. But in this time, Biafrans, we have to change our mindset. We have to be very careful. This is not the time to pay attention to any Zoom media. If you see them, just scroll. Don't say you want to go and attack them. Don't say you want to go and challenge them. Those platforms that you know that is against us as Biafrans, there is no point to you listening to them. Don't even listen to them. Once you see it, scroll up. Scroll. Focus on the informations coming from the Biafran government media. It is going to save you a lot of trouble. It is going to do you a lot of good. If you don't, I bet you, you are going to face a very difficult task. Before we continue, I want to play the speech of the COS at the ending of this very convention. I'm going to play that speech, and I want us to pay attention to the speech of the COS at the end of this convention. You are going to get a lot from there. You are going to learn a lot. Let us pay attention to the speech of the COS during the ending of this very convention. Let's hear the message she has for us.
All hail Biafra! All hail the United States of Biafra! Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We made it. We made it. That's why we are Biafrans. What we did, we shocked them. We shocked the world. This is to show the world that what we do is not determined by an individual. When the spirit of Biafra leads us, we move non-stop. Independence Week. It could last a week, it could last 2 weeks, it could last 3 weeks, it could last a month, but that 29th of November is sacrosanct. And there was a reason Biafrans decided to shock the zoo, and we did it.
You heard the COS talked about the 29th, which is the very day Biafran Declaration was made. 29th. Every one of you know that we had a plan of making the declaration on the 2nd. I have made a lot of broadcasts here on the 2nd. We have all said it on the 2nd or 2nd. But knowing the kind of tight corner we have been caged into, you can never predict the next move of the enemies of Biafra. None of us saw the restriction of our prime minister coming. We didn't see it coming. We knew that something like that might happen, but we didn't know when it's going to happen. And there's no way after seeing the sudden attacks against Biafrans, and you continue to leave those loopholes for the enemies to operate. We knew that the target was to stop the declaration of Biafra. If you don't know that, that means you are not paying attention. The reason why our prime minister was taken away was to stop the declaration of Biafra. Remember that the broadcast that our prime minister made, he said they want to take him away because of us. I will get to that broadcast and play it. It is not about him. They wanted to take him away so that Biafra will not declare. And the only way we can prove them wrong is to make sure Biafra is declared by fire or force. And the Biafran government took that initiative of making the declaration earlier than proposed. All things worketh for good to them that love Shukwu Gadiam. The declaration was made on the 29th of November 2024. And the program proceeded till the end. And when it was announced, it was a shock to everybody. While they were waiting for 2nd of December to do whatever they want to do, because there was an intel. There was an intel to the cabinet, which is obvious. While they were waiting and making their plans, they were surprised. The declaration is already going on in the convention. And just like we have always outsmarted them, we outsmarted them once again. And today, we are in the United States of Biafra. My fellow Biafrans, everything worketh for good to them that love Shukwu Gadiam. Let us keep listening to our COS.
Because of the history of this Biafra Republic government in exile and de facto, because of the lies and some of these little things they did to our PM, we can't trust nobody. We can't. Don't trust me. I'm not begging nobody to trust me. Yeah. And I'm not going to trust you, you know. But we, as Biafran, we are going to start to learn to trust each other. So, on behalf of our Prime Minister, His Excellency, the Obadobie, the Peace Ambassador, Anon Kankampi, His Excellency Simon Eber, we Biafrans, we thank you and we greet you for bringing freedom to the United States of Biafra. Finland says, with their local zoo agents hanging around Finland, that our Prime Minister is inciting us. Inciting is the word. And they think if he doesn't talk to us, if they take away his phone, if they don't allow him to talk to any of us, then we are not going to be incited, right? That was their thought, right? That That was their mentality. Just like the zoo thought that when they take Onyendu and lock him up, we are not going to talk about Biafra anymore. Nobody is going to say anything about our freedom anymore. That is their mentality. So that little children's mentality that went into the Nigerian zoo government is now seeping into Finland somehow. But we have a message for them. If I am gone today, there are people that will be more deadly than me that will rise up to move this struggle. That is something they do not understand, or they do understand, but they think they can suppress us. They think with these little shenanigans they can down our spirit. They think with all those maneuvers for Africans to continue to be the slave to the white man, they can continue to reap our resources, drill our mineral resources, take our oil reserves by intimidating us. I have a word for the Western world. I have a word for the Western world. This crop of Africans you have at this time, you can never intimidate them. We are fearless. We are intelligent. We are economically stable. We have the money to match you, man to man, fire to fire, money to money, anywhere you bring it. Is to let us have our rights, to let us build our countries, to help us build our communities, to let our people enjoy those things that all of us here are offering and helping you in the first world, whatever country we are in the diaspora, whatever we are helping you to build in this country outside. We want to take it home to our people. I think that is a fair statement. It is fair. It's a fair statement. We can always come and visit you. We can always come and visit our businesses we have in diaspora. But we must go home and establish our homes. We cannot continue to have the best doctors in the world in diaspora, the best nurse practitioners, the best nurses, the best engineers, the best lawyers, and they are practicing in diaspora while our own people back home, they are dying of high blood pressure, diabetes, basic health care. They are not getting it. And you think if you are working with any foreign government, just like Michael Rubin, our guest speaker, is trying to tell the international leaders right now, including Finland, if you think that these people that have been in Finland for the past 3-4 days, we have been in Finland, we have been making us, we have been talking. We are looking for those that think that what we are doing is wrong. We want them to come out. Yes. What Finland government says that our Prime Minister Simon Edberg did is exactly what this other 1,000 people gathered here will do it, and we will continue to do it. Nobody, if the Zoo government likes, if the Nigerian government under President Tinubu, if they like to hold our leader Nnamdi Kanu for the next 100 years, if Finland, that is known as one of the freest countries in the world, could succumb to this little child's play being engineered by Nigerian agents in this Finland that are some Biafrans too, if they succumb to this, then they've dented their image. But we Biafrans, we hold Finland at a very high esteem. And we will watch how this is going to play out between Finland, Biafra, and Nigeria government. And at the end of the day, they will know that Obatobie, this little thing they did to him, thinking it's going to hurt him, hurt us, it has made us.
Asha.
Thank you, Biafrans. I hope you have heard the speech of the COS. It was really, really amazing, and she nailed it. She nailed it as always. Every Biafran, we are all strong and we are all formidable, and Chukwuokike will always choose a vessel for himself. It is so sad for somebody, it is so childish for somebody to think that by taking away one person and then the rest people will not do what they have to do. We continue to prove them wrong every time again. They did it in the time of Mazen Nandekana, they do it again, and they will fail again and again. My fellow Biafrans, we are in the United States of Biafra, and all we have to do today is to continue to defend our land while we wait for recognitions. Thank you. You're welcome, my beloved brother Max. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, bro Max. If you are there, go ahead and speak to us, bro Max.
Thank you so much, Mazichik Namoche.
No.
And good morning to every one of you in the comment section and those that are going to come into the studio. I thank you all for having me, and I thank you, Mazichik, for also granting me this opportunity to come in here once again. I do not know what happened, but the hand of the evil one was trying to strike on me, but I conquered it in the name of Chukwuokike.
You see,
throughout this days of redeclaration, I have not been home. I've been in hospital. So
wow.
And all the time I try to join to watch from my admission bed, and I was happy to see, irrespective of the pain that I was going through. I was so happy. In fact, the joy in me, lying down there in admission bed, looking at what was going on in Finland, really, healed and relieved some of the pains. Because what I was expecting long time ago is what happened in just 5 days.
Yeah.
I was so glad to see the joy, to observe the emotions in people's faces, standing, walking on the snow, campaigning and shouting, so that the world will hear that Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, is not what they have accused him of. He is the Prime Minister of government of Biafran Republic government in exile. If you, Finland, this goes to you, Finland, I recognize what you did for us during the war, how you sympathized with the people of Biafra after seeing the ordeal they went through in the hands of Nigeria, Britain, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the rest of them, including Soviet Union as at that time. You stood by them. You tried in one way or the other to, alleviate the pains that we were going through as at that time. It is not now that you are going to bow to the pressure that is coming, that have been sounding since the time they were inducted into NATO. I've been sounding. You will bear me witness, I've been sounding this. I've been sounding this because UK, United Kingdom, will never lie low and watch us go humanly.
Yeah, you've always said it.
Chukwu Okike Abiama is going to do what he used Finland to do for the Namibian people, and what they did also for themselves, to free themselves, got their freedom, and fight and live. And today, it is one of the nations that is so peaceful, that observe the human rights and everything that life can give to their citizens. Do not allow these people to use you. If you would detain Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, why couldn't you detain all the people that came for the Redeclaration of Biafra? If actually you feel, you are convinced that Simon Ekpa is guilty of all the offenses that has been leveled against him, all the allegations that were leveled against him, if you have the heart to detain him, why couldn't you detain these great sons and daughters of Biafra land that came in there to redeclare Biafra in your own country?
Good question.
You cannot hold the leader. You can't hold the father and the mother and abandon the children. If you do not believe in all the, let me say, phantom charges or allegations that have leveled against Simon Ekpa, free him. The same way you allow the Biafran great sons and daughters to have their way and declare in clear terms what they want to do and how they want to live as Biafrans. Do that for us. But if you continue to detain your own citizen that is fighting what you fought before as an individual, then I will categorize you as well in the same level of the United Kingdom. And I believe that you know
that the cry of those innocent children in Biafra land. Yesterday, a bomb was thrown in Ihiala, Anambra State of Biafra land. So many youths have been evaporated by the Nigerian security agents. Their houses are burnt. You have gone there as well, if I'm not mistaken, to see the atrocities that these people are committing against the Biafran people, simply because they feel that they have the monopoly of guns and, bombs and barrels of guns. You have seen the video evidences on how Biafrans have been treated in a country that they have invested so much, including their blood. I believe that in your own hearts of hearts, the Prime Minister of Finland, the cabinet members of Finnish people, the great sons and daughters of Finland, that particular part of your heart that allowed the Biafrans to do what they did, to show the world that they are capable of becoming a very strong and viable entity as a republic. Do that to Simon Ekpa. You don't need to waste time. Do that to Simon Ekpa. Because Simon Ekpa is doing what you people did to free yourself from the Soviet era. And I believe you understand that too well than most of us that are in this part of this world. Like I said, Mazi Chooks, I do not know if you also remember the day when I asked a question concerning our great sons and, the daughters of Biafra land that are resident in the United States. Do you remember that Michael Rubin also emphasized on those things that I said?
Yeah.
I think a few years ago. What is the responsibility of our people in the United States? Because that is the core of our freedom. Our freedom, God is going to make our freedom come from there.
You see?
Because they are the police of the world. Anything they put their hand in, do not fail. And Biafra, as they are about to put their hand, dip their hand in Biafra, Biafra will not fail in the name of Chukwukikabiam. I assure you, my great Nemoches and my Namoches, because anything that America set out to do will never fail. And one of them is going to be Biafra. And I'm using this opportunity. You are congressmen in all your constituencies. You are state governors, the members of representatives. Michael Rubin spoke on how we are going to do to have access to White House, have access to the Pentagon, where the laws and policies of the United States are made, the House of Pentagon. That is what we are going to do. How far? He used the Somaliland. They've been on their own for years, but we can jump it. Looking at our capacity in the United States.
Exactly.
Yes, you have a lot of people in the United States. This is what you need to do. And glory be to God that we have a Biafran Republic, United States of Biafra.
Yes.
And I believe that one of the agenda, whatever, of this government is to begin to press the buttons where necessary. Begin to press the buttons where necessary. Begin to trigger your diplomatic relationship with all these people, wherever it, and I pray that as you do that, Chukwukikabiama is not going to leave us behind because of the ordeals that our people are going through. Our enemies will never laugh at us. And I believe that that is what is going to happen. I thank you so much, Master Chicks, for having me this morning. I won't stay long, but I will be for a while, and before I will now go take my breakfast and take my medicines. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. We wish you a speedy recovery. It's so sad to hear that you fall down. I've been wondering because we didn't see you all this while. But I thank Chukwu Kabiama that you have defeated it. You have defeated it by the grace of Chukwu Kabiama. You will not be sick. And every Biafran that are watching, everyone, let's keep praying for our beloved brother. And very soon he's going to be fully recovered. And we wish him a speedy recovery in the name of Chukwu Kabiama. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. You are healed. My fellow Biafrans that are watching anywhere you are watching from today, remember, we are talking about the aftermath of the Biafra Declaration, what to expect, what questions do you have. If you have a question, you have a prayer to make for United States of Biafra, just click the link and join us on this platform. Click the link. The only thing that qualifies you to click that link is for you to be a human being. There is no other qualification. Just be a human being. Dress up yourself. Don't appear naked. And you come up, speak to us in a civil manner. Ask your question, make your contribution, say your prayers, congratulate the Biafra, United States of Biafra. Do that. The link is there for you. And also make sure you like and share this video. Very important. You know, in our platforms, we have restrictions. Every Biafra platform is almost shadow banned. The shadow banned us so that we cannot be able to reach the people we are supposed to reach. But no matter how they try to stop us, we will always break through because the business is the business of Chukwu Kabiama. It doesn't belong to anybody. So the project belongs to Chukwu Kabiama and no man can stop it. The more they try to stop it, the more they make it move on. And we cannot allow anyone to stop us. So my fellow Biafrans, everyone that is watching, wherever you are watching from, if you have a contribution to make, feel free to come on, join us on this platform, make your contribution, say your own words, say your own prayers, and I bet you we are going to bring you in. And whatever question you have to ask or contribution will be appreciated and we will respond accordingly. Wherever you are in Biafra land, do not get distracted. As I was saying before, you must prepare your mind for what is coming. A lot of things are going to happen in few days to come. The propaganda of the enemies are not going to stop. They will not stop. In fact, they are going to increase it. But I bet you, these people are not your friend. When you see them pretending to be your friend, they are not your friend. They don't like you. They don't like you. The only thing you have to do today is to obey instructions. Every instruction coming from the Biafran government, make sure you obey it and be on the safe side. The only hope we have today is Biafra. And that only is where we lay our trust. I want you to hear this message from the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic.
The time you kidnap Biafrans and enforce their disappearance is over. And of course, Biafrans that are going to be victims of this kidnapping by the Nigeria state, all you need to do is to lie on the floor of whichever or whatever vehicles that they are using to transport you. We may not be able to rescue everyone, but if you happen to be a victim of the Nigeria kidnapping terrorist group and those enforcing the disappearances of our people, if you are part or become a victim of this kidnapping, all you need to do not struggle with them. You do not have what it takes to defend yourself. All you need to do is, when they take you to their vehicle, make sure you lie down very well. Because you don't know when the people that will rescue you will come. The only reason you are going to be succeeded in kidnapping, or they'll succeed in kidnapping you, is that we don't have idea of it. Or that the Biafra Defense Forces don't have idea that you are kidnapped. That is the only way they will take you to their own destination. Otherwise, we will come with a heavy, more firepower to stop them. So if you fall a victim from today, being the 10th of November 2024, if Nigeria terrorist police and army kidnap you in Biafra land and they take you to their vehicle, make sure you lie down very, very well, where your head and nothing will show. Because that kidnapping, we are ending it. Anywhere we see anybody being kidnapped, forced into any vehicle so that we enforce your disappearance, they will be ruthlessly engaged. Except there is no Biafra security there. That is the only way, only when they can succeed. But once there are security of Biafra, you are mandated to go into action immediately to rescue that Biafra. Make sure those kidnapping, those Biafrans are eliminated. From today, this will continue until we get to our convention to make sure that our people are protected. The life of every Biafran is very important to the Biafra government, and we'll go to any length to protect them. We will give them the protection that Nigeria have denied them for decades. We are here with alternative to serve humanity and mankind. Thank you, Odmewu. I want you to understand that forget whatever that is going on social media. Forget whatever that the Nigeria terrorist states are saying on social media and behaving on their National Assembly. They know that the game is over. I am telling you the fact. The northern Nigeria know that the game is over. I know what is going on within them. The presidency of Nigeria know that the game is over. The Senate President Akpabio knows that the game is over. The only people that do not know, or maybe they are just skeptical, are the gullible one Nigerians who are believing in the Nigeria terrorist army that they have the capability to eliminate Biafrans, don't knowing that I actually lost the war already before even the war started.
My fellow Biafrans, you have heard those words from our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel Ekpa. These are words of inspiration. Words are things you have to put into your heart to remember, more especially on the warnings. There are several warnings that have been given in the past to the Biafran people living in Biafra land. Do not forget, they are going to come after us this time. They are going to come with different kinds of their attack. They will come with different kinds of way. Remember, every instruction that has been given to you, it is very important. Stay away from every flashpoint. Stay away from every flashpoint. As long as you're in Biafra land, stay away from police station, from the army barracks, from anywhere they have their forces, the checkpoint. Stay away. Don't be close to it. Stay very far, far away. You never can tell. And remember, whenever they come across you or they kidnap you, put your head down and stay low. You will be rescued, except the information didn't get through. If the information gets through, you will definitely be rescued. Everyone must be security conscious at this time. Very important. We must all be security conscious. Do not allow anybody to come against you. Do not allow anybody to take you down. Do not allow any attack to come to you. Try as much as possible to protect yourself. And I bet you, if you do that, the job is half done already. The blackmail against us by the zoo government and their agents can never fly. The whole world know that the zoo is a terrorist zone. The whole world know the participation of the government of Nigeria in terrorism. They know it is clear. And when they come, they begin to accuse our prime minister of instigating, accuse our prime minister of causing mayhem in Biafra, accuse our prime minister of taking innocent life. The whole world know that we have no hand in such. We are only going against those terrorists they have recruited back into the Nigerian military and gave them uniform to come to Biafra land and take life. These are the people we are taking out. Whether they are in uniform or off uniform, they have been taken out in Biafra land. No innocent Biafrans anywhere at any point in time have been reported, and they say that the Biafra Liberation Army took their life. It has never happened. There has never been a report of any incidents at all where the Liberation Army of Biafra go against the innocent. It has never, not even by mistake, it has never happened. It has never happened. The engagement is against the terrorists in uniform and off uniform. And when we call them terrorists in uniform, it is not a made-up story. It is something that happens. They have videos. We have videos where how they recruited the terrorists. The video is on the national TV. They announced it. They keep on announcing it. Thousands of them. They call them repentant Boko Haram. I don't know how you can tell me that a member of Boko Haram, a terrorist member who has been there for years, who breathes and eats terrorism, you wake up one day and say within 2 days that you have re-radicalized the person and you are reintroducing the person into the military. Not only that you forgive the person left him, you bring that person and put him into the military and hand him back the gun. Then you push him back to Biafra land. And you see their signature in Biafra land everywhere. Burning of houses, taking of innocent life, indiscriminate extermination of people, committing genocide. And you want us to fold our hand and pretend it's not happening. We will not pretend. And for the world, those who are watching us on this program, I am going to play a reminding video for the world to know that when we say that the zoo government is involved in every terrorism in Nigeria, it is not a made-up story. When we say that the atrocities in Nigeria in Biafra land is committed by the zoo, using their Boko Haram military, using their Boko Haram police, using their recruited Boko Haram members, it is not a made-up story. And I want you to watch this video. Watch closely so that you can see what is happening in Biafra land.
For video like this, it say this thing no happen now. It said they don't catch this police officer that is involved in kidnapping in the southeast now. Waiting people go they talk, we say, na Igbo people, they destroy their region. Na Igbo people, na they kidnap, they cause insecurity for our region. But see what happen now. A police officer, now they do these things. They don't catch these ones now. In fact, watch this video.
All is gone. Where did you book it from? From office. From office. This place, where did I book up? I'm not the one that booked it. Okay.
If you watch this video, share this video. Share this video.
Huh? Tachi Egbe. From where? From where are you working? Where in Anambra Street? What is your mission to this place? Where the bunkering when escort day? Where is the bunkering day? They have gone. Five of you. Where is the fifth person? Wow. The fifth person, the person that escort you, you say people are five.
My God will save Igbo land.
He have gone. What is his name? What is his name? What is the name? What's the name of the other one that have gone? Let me conclude. What is the name of the one that have gone? The policeman too? Stop that. Where has he gone to?
Hey, stop it now.
Stop it.
Share this video. Make sure you share this video. Share this video.
What you are seeing here are policemen who are kidnapping people in Biafra land, and they were arrested. What you are seeing here are policemen, Nigerian police, who are involved in kidnapping in Biafra land. But they will come back to the media and they will tell you, oh, Biafrans kidnapping themselves, Biafrans causing insecurity, oh, these people, look at it. It is them themselves. You have seen them?
Mazi Chicks, let me just make this, speak on this issue before I leave. You see, this is one of many of the atrocities that the security agents are committing in Biafra land, and they are tagging it on the Biafran freedom fighters.
Absolutely.
These are some of them. Just like the question you asked, or one of the interviewers, the interrogators asked there, if they didn't catch these people and they succeed in what they came to do, or what they have come to do, what will happen? They will say, oh, it is Simon Ekpa's people.
Yeah.
They are destroying Southeast. They have, Simon Ekpa has collected money to destroy Southeast. Simon Ekpa has collected money from today. This same terrorist government of Nigeria, they accused Prime Minister Simon Ekpa of dealing with is the same people now that wants him dead. Can't you see how foolish these people on space are today? The enemies of Simon Ekpa. Can't you see how foolish? Can't you see how nonsensical these people are? You are accusing a man of working with your so-called enemy, and the same enemy is looking for the head of the same man. And today, he is undergoing interrogation. What other temerity do you have now to come out and tell us that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is working with Tinubu, he collected billions from Tinubu, working with the Nigerian? Have you not been disgraced? Have you not been disgraced, some of you, the Igbo-speaking Biafrans? No other person apart from you. If another person that is not an Igbo-speaking Biafran that is making all these nonsensical statements you are making on spaces and so on and so forth, I would take it. But for you people whose mother and father are Biafrans, you are there going on spaces to destroy your own brothers and sisters that are doing what you have failed to do. The blood of those that started this struggle, that died as a result of this struggle, that wants Biafra to come so that their children unborn will not suffer, will come after all of you and your generations.
You see?
Those spirit and the spirit of God that is leading this government right now, Biafran government right now, the USB, will fight you and your generation that also try to do the same thing that you are doing today against your own people.
You see?
For how long are you going to continue to stab your own people at the back? I am a Ghanaian. For how long are you going to continue to stab your own people, to expose their places? Do whatever that you have to do just to make them look bad in the eyes of those that they are fighting, that want you to dead. These same people that want you dead. If you don't know what is about to happen to you, if you continue with this your nonsensical attitude, what happened to, in fact, Biafra has come. Biafra has been redeclared. The Nigerian terrorist agents, security apparatuses that are in Biafra land now are invasion occupying forces. That is what I call them militarily. They are occupying forces. You are occupying a land that does not belong to you. The people have come out to say, we don't need you. Leave their land, leave their resources for them. Leave and pack your things and go. It is not by force. But if you continue to meddle, if you continue to fight them in this unjust war that you are carrying out against them, then you will pay the price. A time will come when all of us will come back home to defend, especially me, my mother's ancestral land. You must leave. You must leave. You are an invading force in the land of Biafra. From that 29th, that blessed 29th, in the time and day of our Lord, Biafra was redeclared. You are automatically an occupying force in that land, and you must leave. And I'm using this opportunity also to tell our men and women youths in Biafra land. These are some of the security teams. I don't know if I will be allowed to say here. Look, let me tell you, just like you are now, you are facing me. When you look at your front, wherever you are standing, or your back, or your right-hand side, and you discover that the enemy is firing you from the front, don't turn your back and begin to run backwards. No, you cannot be faster than the bullet. No human being. No human being can be faster than the bullet. The bullet has the speed of light. That is what the bullet travels faster than the eyes. If the enemies come and they are firing at you, the only thing you need to do there is to fall on the ground there. Fall on the ground. If possible, crawl either to your left-hand side or your right-hand side, away from that point of fire. When you crawl to the left-hand side or right-hand side, you are now leaving that space where they are targeting. Then you go in maybe like 50 meters or 100 meters, either to your left or right, then get up and begin to go with retreat backwards. That is how it is done. If they engage you an act of fear, you turn around and begin to run back home, backwards. They will pick you. That is the tactics. It is not juju. That is the tactics. But we must pray that we must not come in contact with them and the BLA. We must not be there when they are engaging themselves. If you're unfortunate, you are cut off in the crossfire. The only thing you need to do is to lie down there like a lizard, crawl away from that point of incidence, the act of fire, where the fire is coming from, crawl either left or right to a far distance, maybe because you will not die. Crawling will not kill you. Crawling won't kill you. Just crawl like the snake all the way away from that side, either left or your right-hand side. 50 meters or 70 meters or thereabout, then you have moved away from from the direct fire of the enemy. Then you begin to walk home. Nothing will happen to you. Nothing will happen to you. That is how it is done. When you say the soldiers are advancing and they fire, they didn't follow. No, they didn't die. Unless someone who is unfortunate, who was caught up by that initial fire. The rest will be on the ground. And it is very, very difficult for bullet to catch or touch anyone who is lying on the ground, because as you know, ground is full of, what do they call it? It's not flat, it is not even. It's not even. And anything can change the course of. That is what I have a call coming in here. I don't know if you can hear me very well. Master
Yeah,
can you?
I can hear you. I can hear you, Bro Max.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. This is the only thing I will tell you so that you'll be prepared. Okay? You will be prepared at any time. We have become the endangered species for the terrorist government of Nigeria. So you have to be prepared to guide yourself against these people. Do not go into the places where they are, because you do not know what will happen. We are in the time of parafu, and that is where we are today. I bless every one of you under the listening of my voice, under the hearing of my voice. I bless my Nemoches and my Namoches. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to support and bless you. May we see grace and mercy in the sight of our Chukwu Abiyama, who brought us this far. May he continue to do more than he has done. May he continue to deliver our enemies into our hands. May he make our warriors invincible in their eyes. Let the mighty fall while fighting the innocent, and let the innocent prevail over the mighty, the wicked mighty. I thank you all so much. May God continue to bless you. And we must also, no matter what we do, we have 2 people now in detention. We must continue to pray for them and let the Chukwu Okike Abiyama that brought us up here, that is keeping you alive to do all that you are doing and to fight for the restoration of Biafra, which has been done. Save them and protect them wherever they are. It is our actions, positive actions, that is going to tie their hands to release them for us. And Chukwu Okike Abiyama will do that for us. Thank you so much. I love you all. I remain. You are okay. You are one of Biafra. I love you all. Bye. Thank you for having me, sir.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. We appreciate you for that amazing contribution. We appreciate you and we wish you a speedy recovery and hope to have you all the time. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching us from, I want you all to be strong and prepare yourself for the challenges ahead. Challenges are going to come, but we are not going to run away from challenges. We have been seeing it before. We have passed through it, and we are ready to pass through it again. Their propaganda is going to come, and I bet you we shall overcome their propaganda. It doesn't matter how they try to push it. We shall always overcome them. You must be strong. Focus on the Biafran government media. Focus on the media that are speaking about the United States of Biafra. Forget the Zoom media. Do not attack them. Don't go to them. Don't even go to the comment section and say you want to comment. There's no point. All these IFA journals and these are funjas, all these IPOB Nigeria, don't go to their platform to challenge them or say you want to go and debunk them. Allow them. Let's be on our own lane. Continue to prepare for what is coming in defense of the United States of Biafra. We will defend it until the last man standing, and there is no going back. So going forward, before we end the program, I'm going to also play a reminding video. As I played last time, the speech of the father of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland. His Finnish father spoke about his situation for us to know, so that you don't begin to go with assertions of the zoo. You don't begin to carry the propaganda of the zoo. You don't begin to listen to the propaganda of third parties. The person that is about to speak is somebody that is in Finland. And I want us to hear him again. I will continue to play it to inspire Biafrans, for us to know that our Prime Minister is in a safe hand. He only have restrictions and he's going to join us as soon as possible. Let's hear what he has to say.
Mr. Keiyo Mikonan. All of us know him. When you see him, you know him. He is the Finnish father to our Prime Minister.
Biafra. Check it out.
Thank you very much. I must say that I have never welcomed such a welcome. I don't know what to say. As I was here 1 year ago, I was very much positively shocked of your welcome that time too. Okay, anyway, I'm sure your program is very tight, therefore I don't want to take too long time. But I would just like to say first that please don't put into public this, that I am here speaking to you, because I am also the person, if my presence or whatever is going to wrong hands, you know what is going to be? Problem, right? Therefore, please understand. All right? Everybody understand? Is there somebody who don't understand? Okay, good. That's clear. Then I can speak. All right. You are concerned very much about Simon. I say Simon because I met him more than 2 years ago. I watched him, and I watched when I watch the person's eyes, I can see what kind of person the person is. And I saw honest, caring, loving person. That's why we became connected. And for this time now, you know what has happened until now. I would like to just clearing up that all of you know somehow more what is his situation. I tried to call him many times, no answer, because it's not allowed. You know he is under investigation right now because this is my...
I want you to pay attention on the explanations. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is under investigation right now by the Finnish local authority. That is the right thing. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government is under investigation by the Finnish local police. That is the right thing. Don't forget.
Interpretation. Please understand. This is my interpretation. I don't have any proof with the facts which was given to me from somewhere. This is my interpretation. Yeah. Nigerian government has asked and said that he is suspected to have maybe some violence action or whatever, 23rd of August 2021, before we met, it means. And then when such a suspicion comes, of course, the police, in a way, need to investigate, you know. And they captured Simon, and now he is in Vanda area, not here. This is actually information which I got today from some of you. So this also, don't tell anybody.
I want you to get it right. For the Zoo media who are telling you that Mazi Samaragwa is in prison, they tell you that Mazi Samaragwa is in prison, that they put his case in next month. They want to judge him by next year. This is a lie from the pit of hell. The person that is speaking now is a very popular figure in Finland. A Finnish man speaking from Finland, telling you the situation, that the Prime Minister is under investigation based on the accusation that was leveled against him by the Nigerian government, that he's inciting people in Nigeria, that he's causing violence in Nigeria. And that's the normal thing to do. When a complaint is laid against you, it doesn't matter who you are, you'll be investigated. And in Finland, when they are going under such kind of investigation, you will have a restriction. You'll be restricted from so many things. And he is explaining the restriction of our Prime Minister. He's been restricted. He's been investigated. And he's on a certain place, not in prison custody. He is nowhere in the prison custody. He is nowhere in anything. There's nothing like saying he's in prison. But the Zoom media will push this narrative of their own to make you get disturbed, to make you get discouraged, in order to drive away, to make Biafrans lose faith in their freedom. But I bet you they have failed. We have more faith and more united than ever. Much more united than ever. I want you to continue to pay attention to the explanation of this man.
And now he is in Vanda area, not here. This is actually information which I got today from some of you. So this also, don't tell anybody. So, because I should not know this. So I have to be kind for both sides. Then my understanding, this is my interpretation, you know, that Finnish government, they allow this investigation to happen, you know, and looks like they make it so that your leader here is not coming here, looks like that. And this is my interpretation. But after this meeting, I believe he's going to be released. This is my understanding. Anyway, in the Finnish news, this was reported very neutrally somehow, but and also the Yle news, they reported. It was one main news, Yle news, they reported, you know. But actually, we have two main news, you know. And the second news, which was 10 o'clock in the evening, this news did not even report that one. Why is that? You can question.
Of course we can question.
You know that in Nigerian media, they have said,
pay attention,
Simon Ekpa will be captured until May of next year. I haven't read. But in the Finnish, this how to say, Yle, even Yle information, there is no mention about that at all. So there is some contradictions going on. Yeah. Therefore, and also one more thing I would like to say, because I'm sure your schedule is very, very tight. How much do I have time? Can you tell? 5 minutes more? Okay. All right. 5 minutes? 5 minutes, okay. All right. No, not 1 month. I don't want to mix your meeting. Okay. I respect your meeting. All right. Okay. What I was going to say, what was it?
I want you to pay attention to this very critical information. That is where I want you to pay attention about the condition of our Prime Minister, so that you wouldn't be deceived with the rumor and propaganda you're hearing from the zoo.
Simon Ekpa will be captured until May of next year. I haven't read.
He hasn't seen it. He hasn't read.
But
in Finland, there's nothing like that.
In the Finnish, this, how to say, even information, there is no mention about that at all. So there is some contradictions going on. Yeah. Therefore, and also one more thing I would like to say, because I'm sure your schedule is very, very tight.
It's very important you understand the explanation of this man, because the latest propaganda they're pushing is this one that he's going to be tried next year, he's going to be tried in June, May, or whatever. This is someone in Finland. There is nothing of such existing anywhere in the news. There is nobody talking about such a thing in Finland. It is not happening. But they continue to push this, their lie and blackmail, and they feel it serves them better. Things that will make them happy, they push it and they pursue it. But that will not stop us from continuing to do what we have to do best. Ndubisi, you are welcome. Ndubest, thank you for joining. Ndubest, go ahead and speak to us, Ndubest. Go ahead, let's hear you. Ndubest, are you there?
Good morning, Biafran.
Good morning, you're welcome.
Good morning. My name is Chukun Ndubisi. I'm in Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, called Nigeria. So what I want to say is that I want you to know that all the propagandas that all the medias and the news that you are seeing in Nigeria is full of propagandas, and they do all of that to make sure that intimidate Biafra. That is their main agenda.
Yes.
And let me let you know, there is no big the world knows Nigeria. They know that Nigeria are built in full of lies, because even the Holy Bible makes us to understand that when the foundation is destroyed, what will be the state of that building? When Nigeria is built on false foundation, everything about Nigeria is full of lies. You discover that the other time when they are talking about since 2005, Boko Haram started in the northeast, you discover that sometimes they will come up and say we have dissimulated, we have cleaned all, we have done everything, we have cleared some places.
They have killed Shekau.
We have killed Shekau. Shekau have gone, and in the next day, you will see Shekau come to speak to Nigeria to Zoo that who did you say that you killed? I don't know who you killed, and he will make open video and send it to the world. So what in everything that Nigeria Zoo is talking about, you should know that they are full of propagandas and lies. Anybody that is a Biafran that is still believing in Zoo in their news and everything, that person just decide to be in the same boat with them. He just want to deceive him or herself, because even a child in the womb knows that that zoo is built in lie, and they are full of lie. In fact, all their body is full of lie. Okay, you can imagine if anybody is alive in this generation and see the way election go, and at the end of the day, they appointed the person that you know vividly that is not win, and have a lot of false record, and have a lot of record that full of a lot of evil and everything he did about him, and everybody know this man very well, both in Lagos, that this man have no clean hand, and finally even the chief judge of this country and everything is saw this man and come to defend him in the court. What else are you talking about? So you should know that a zoo is full of lie, and Biafra is defeating zoo because of they have the truth. Biafra have the truth right from the time of Odumegwu. They have the truth. The truth will always defeat lies, no matter the year it lasted, no matter how many years it lasts. My brother, I want you to know that truth will always defeat lie, no matter how. No matter how. So whatever they are saying, that they are doing, and they are saying, I don't listen to them. If somebody come to my office and say, don't look this and that, do you see how Biafra? I say, my brother, I don't have anything to tell you, because I know that zoo have fallen. They have already fallen, and they have fallen from the right from 1963 now. They are still falling, and they are now what our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, that he's going to destroy the zoo with the truth, is what is happening. Is exactly what is happening. What he said is just like a prophecy, and everything is coming one after the other. So any right thinking man, any right thinking, I want you to know that even some of the Yorubas, they know the truth, and they are even talking about Biafra. They are saying that Biafra have the truth. But I'm so disappointed at some of our brothers, some of our so-called brothers that are Biafra. They are the ones speaking evil. They are the one anyway. I'm not going to be more surprised about that, because even in the time of Ojukwu, there are a lot of saboteurs. There's a lot of people that will sell their brother because of money.
Yeah.
They can do anything because of to collect money and put in their pocket. But there is no chance for them anymore this time around, because Biafra have come. Biafra have come, and our constitution, the constitution of Biafra, is a very standard constitution. That if anybody that is literate that know what is inside that place, we know that if you dare do any sabotage in any area, the person is bound for elimination. And eliminating person is righteousness, just as our national anthem said, that we stand on righteousness.
Yes.
Biafra stand on righteousness. It stand on righteousness. So you did rebel, you receive the reward accordingly. The reward accordingly. It's not in Nigeria where it's not in zoo whereby somebody will do evil. They will still bring that person out to come and be ruling the right people.
No.
It's not. It can never be. So I thank God for our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and I also thank God for our PM, who God used to push out Biafra. What our leader Nnamdi told us, he said that, look at this man, anything he said, believe him. He's the one that is taking the Biafran to another dimension. He's taking the achievement of Biafra into another dimension, and that is what is happening. So whatever all those people are saying, whatever they are doing, they are agent paid by the Nigerian by the zoo government. They are doing those things for your pocket. They are doing those things to they know that Biafra have come actually. They know. So they are just doing all these things just within themselves to think, so that the world will think that nothing has been done, but it has already been done, and the victory is already on our side. And God, I want you to know that Biafra is a spirit. My brother, Biafra is a spirit, and anybody that talks is a righteous spirit. Anybody, you can imagine how that spirit is killing those people that thought that nobody can kill them. They thought that they have all the whole money, that nobody can get it, that they can do anything and have their way. No, I want you to know that Biafra is a spirit, and that spirit is a righteous spirit. He's fighting for just cause, for righteous cause. And I want you to know that many people were killed in this Biafra struggle, and God cannot keep quiet for their blood that were spilled. And that is the spirit that is fighting. So anybody that is sabotaging the Biafra struggle is doing it to his own detriment, because the spirit will come after the person, even though human being or angel, they don't come after you. The spirit of Biafra will fight that person to the grave and to the generation, except they repent. Except they repent. I want to know, is a spirit. They thought that if they held him, they can and lock him up, at the end of the day, that is the Biafra will struggle will stop. And they thought that if they stop PM don't come to announce the United States of Biafra, the Biafra will stop. I want you to know, you can see what our chief of staff, the spirit that enter her, that is the same spirit of Biafra.
Absolutely.
In ordinary day, the normal circumstances, the woman is not that kind of person that speak in the public. But you can see the spirit of Biafra come upon her. Look at the wonderful state she did. You can see the wonderful thing she did. That is the same person that anybody that is born and referred by the land sword and the spirit of Biafra, that the same spirit that should be in the life of the person, except the person is otherwise. Except the person is otherwise. So any right thinking person that like the right thing that should be done and love good things should be talking about Biafra. I want you to know that is the person that is sensible. Some people will say that those people that gathered there, what did they have? Come and see doctorate degree. Come and see PhDs. Come and see doctors. Come and see masters.
They don't know how many professors are there.
Come and see professors. And that is just a few. There are those that are engaged that could not come to Finland.
Exactly.
There are those that are engaged that could not come to Finland. If the best people in the world are Biafran. They are Biafran. Nigeria, Zoo country knows it. Look at anywhere he speak, all the whole world want to listen to him. They want to listen to him. Look how they display in the court. He told the court to sit down. He began to speak to himself. And everybody were asking, is this man a lawyer? Is he a lawyer? Because he knows everything. There is nothing you come to him about history, about life, about anything zoo, or anything in the part of the world that our leader Mazen down the corner don't know to the letter. Don't know. So, and why he's still in the DSS custody is because he's standing in the truth. He said he cannot deny his people. If ordinarily the other people that all the DOS member and all that, they would have collect money and follow backyard and go away.
Yes, so.
And that's why they are going around manufacturing.
Oh, my brother is cut off. I think he has a network interruption. I think he's interrupted. We cannot hear you anymore. We can't hear you anymore. We cannot hear you anymore. I think you're having a network problem. We can't hear you anymore. We can't hear you anymore, my brother. Try and reconnect back so that we can be able to get you. Try and reconnect back so that we can get you. Are you there, NBC? Are you there?
Because I'm only 30 minutes.
Biafra.
Are you there, my brother? Please, if you're there, unmute yourself. Let's hear you. Who best?
Hello, hello, can you hear
Okay,
me?
you're welcome back. We
Hello,
are
can you
hearing
hear
you. I
me?
think you have a little problem. So go ahead.
Hello.
Hello. I can hear
Hello,
you.
hello, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So, what I'm saying is that why our leader is still in that DSS custody is because of what? They have persuaded him, they have talked to him, they have tried to do everything possible for him to deny, and not only to deny, to come out in the public and say, I'm no longer struggling for Biafra. I'm no longer, anything about Biafra is no longer my struggle. Please. That is what they expected him. But this man was called by God, the Spirit of Biafra. He was appointed by the Spirit of Biafra. So he can't deny the struggle, and he can never disappoint his people. That is the Spirit of Biafra. And anybody that sees such standards and refuses to follow it and decide to be following the other way around, that person don't deserve to live.
At all.
The person don't deserve to live. That person is worse than terrorists. Is worse than terrorists. I want you to know that it is what you are seeing today that they are displaying that Nigerian military did to Biafran. It's just a few. It's just a few. There are some areas, there are some videos that if you see, you start weeping and crying for what the people are doing. For what people are doing inside the villages. Inside the village, what they are doing. And somebody that knows all these things will come out and begin to talk about zoo and say that Biafran are doing this, they are there, they are all those things they are doing, they want to do now the car is pursuing for his pocket, doing for his pocket. Pocket of what? Do they know who PM is? Do they know what the kind of money he have? Do they know where he is? If he's to talk about our PM is in a better place, he will forget about anything because he's living fine with his family. All these people that come to the convention, they are living well in their various places they come from. Some of them are in a very big positions in the government of several country of the world. But they are doing all this struggle and doing all this, spend many days in Finland because of just cause to make sure that they restore the United States of Biafra and to make sure that their children unborn and the future generation receive a good life and health care. That is what they are struggling for future generation. Some of them are at the age of 60, some of them are at the age of 70, 80. They know that they don't have that if they are to live in this world, they can only spend 20 years here or 30 years at the most. But they are talking about Biafra to see how it is. But it's so baffling that our generation of younger age, those people that are supposed to be at the forefront, they don't know all these things. If you are talking up, they will be talking down. They will be talking this and that, talking rubbish, joining the zoo propaganda and talking rubbish. So I just pray that some of them will begin to understand, that they will begin to know all these things and begin to understand that this is their right and this is what they should do for them to get better. Because even those people that is outside the country, some of them, they want to get their own country. Our Biafran, they want to come back to develop, to invest their knowledge of what they have done in other countries. And that is what our chief of staff was talking about. So I pray that God have started the work already. Biafra have come already, and I know that in no distant time we'll all gather together to celebrate, and God will surely help us. That God of Biafra, that God that God that helped our father to fight the struggle, and at the end of the day, it was no.
Or your network again. We can't hear you. We can't hear you in the best. We can't hear you. Check your network. I think you are logged out again. In the best, we can't hear you.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, go ahead.
So they have been bringing me out, and because of maybe because of what I'm saying, and they are just pushing out
Sorry,
the
man.
whole
Don't
thing.
mind. That's the challenges we get. Anytime you are making a good point, that is what they do. They always attack. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm saying that Biafra have come, and I see it, and I'm happy. I'm very, very happy, and my family, all of us, we are happy to see what God is doing for us in Biafra. So, and I know that God have started. We are thinking that if the whole hell Nandi Kano, hell Famurepa, that Biafra will not come. But somebody told them if they can hear. You know, one thing with these people is that they will not hear. If they can hear, some people have given them prophecy and told them that Biafra is a spirit. That Biafra is a spirit. That if you think that holding the Kano will stop Biafra, you lie. If you think that holding Epa will stop Biafra, you lie. There are many people that are stronger than Simon Epa in Biafra. So them, all these things they are doing, they are just wasting their time because Biafra have been and is going to be and it's already been. So there is no way they can do it. All the dancing around they are doing is they are just doing it for their own propaganda and all that. And I want you to know that even right now they are already tired. They are trying to find a way to negotiate. They are trying to find a way to negotiate. And all these DOSI folk, they are going around and say our leader Mazinam Kanu have told us to go and negotiate with federal government. Where did he tell them? Where did he speak to them? Where did our leader Mazinam Kanu told the US that he should that they should go and negotiate on his behalf? If they are saying the truth, let them show us the video. They should show us the video, not a video clip, not coming to media to speak that our leader can have already given them go ahead to go and negotiate with federal government. So that is the thing I want to say. I pray that God have already brought Biafra. The United States of Biafra is going to stand, and that is our life, and that is our religion, and that is our belief. And nobody, no man on earth will be able to stop it. Is what they see is bigger than them. What they don't know is bigger than them, and they will never know it until they enter into their grave. That is my final say. Thank you so much for your effort, and I pray that God will continue to increase and expatiate you in the name of Jesus. Take care of yourself. Bye bye, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. You have spoken very well, and I believe Biafrans appreciate you and we enjoy your speech. Thank you so much. May Chukwu Okukabiyama continue to guide and protect you. And that's your speech. We are going to use it as the closing remark. We have spent more than 2 hours on this program. We are going to close down and we will come back in the evening. My fellow Biafrans, anywhere you're watching us from, thank you so much. And always remember where we are, that we have made it. We have made history. Always remember that. Don't forget. Don't allow anything to distract you. Do not allow anybody to get you with their propaganda and blackmail. And before I close the message, I would like you to remember this. I would like you to remember these words. Very important. I want you to get through these words that was spoken by the COS. The COS made a speech, and that speech, we should always listen to that speech and go through it over and over again. We are not stopping. It doesn't matter what they do. Instead of us slowing down, we are going to be faster.
All hail Biafra! All hail the United States of Biafra! Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Biafrans. What we did, we shocked them, we shocked the world. This is to show the world that what we do is not determined by an individual. When the spirit of Biafra leads us, we move non-stop. So we are in the Independence Week. It could last a week, it could last 2 weeks, it could last 3 weeks, it could last a month, but that 29th of November is sacrosanct.
Always remember that we are in the mood of celebration. It could last up to a month. Celebrate for as long as you can. Celebrate as long as you can, but the 29th remains sacrosanct. Remain sacrosanct. Celebrate. It is a mood of celebration across Biafra land. Do not forget that. Always have that at the back of your mind and don't be distracted.
Because Biafrans in the United States, I want every one of you to remember these 3 words. Nigerians, we are no more. Southeasterners and Southerners, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must be. Southeasterners and Southerners, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must be. Nigerians, we are no more. Southeasterners and Southerners, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must be. Nigerians, we are no more. Southeasterners and Southerners, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must be.
Thank you so much for being with us till the end of this very message. I appreciate it, and I pray that may Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every Biafrans across the world. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect you wherever you are. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is. We pray for good health, for strength, for revelations. We also pray for our COS, that Almighty God will give her the strength to pilot the ship until we get to our destination. Every plans of the evil ones against her will fail. We pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will lead us to victory. No forces can be able to drag us back. We are moving forward. It is forward ever and backward never. I appreciate every one of you that have joined on this platform. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect us. I'll see you again next time when I come online. Always remember this.
I want you to understand that forget whatever that is going on social media. Forget whatever that the Nigeria terrorist states are saying on social media and behaving on their National Assembly. They know that the game is over. I am telling you the fact. The northern Nigeria know that the game is over. I know what is going on within them. The presidency of Nigeria know that the game is over. The Senate President Akpabio knows that the game is over. The only people that do not know, or maybe they are just skeptical, are the gullible one Nigerians who are believing in the Nigeria terrorist army that they have the capability to eliminate Biafrans, don't knowing that I actually lost the war already before even the war started.
Only Biafrans now, only Biafra. Oh, Biafra. Simon and Pagan, the one no one therefore I got me. Only Biafra. Biafrans na family of Fuma. Where's my connection now? Tata. Today, I'm Ganga for my time. Biafra Gavili. Well, Biafra Gadi. Biafra Gadi. Biafra Gadi. Oh,